Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. All right, so day 2 for the Diamond League finals, and yeah, I'm going to catch you up on everything that has now been completed up to this point that has Jamaican finalists, right? So I want to kick things off with the women's 100-meter hurdles because this has been a very interesting event. Well, it's always been an interesting event over the years, but this year we've seen some performances that have been literally jaw-dropping. Save the world record literally in this event. We have been seeing time and time again spectacular performances from multiple athletes, and that's what's making it so special. The amount of athletes that are, really super fabulous, you'd say, right? So coming into this one, Ackera Nugent has been on fire. We're definitely always looking out for Daniel Williams, and of course the former Olympic champion Jasmine Camacho Quinn, no bronze medalist at the recently concluded Paris 2024 Olympic Games, lined up in this particular race. No, other than the first hurdles race out of the Olympic Games that I believe Ackera and Jasmine were in together, I believe this is the only other one I've seen them line up in together, running or racing against each other. So I was very intrigued, especially now that Ackera is on this great run. What would happen in this particular race? Well, the results are in, and guess what? The former Olympic champion Jasmine Camacho Quinn walks away with the win. Yes, she ran a 12.38 seconds to take the win. Nadine Visser was second. She ran 12.54, and Ackera Nugent was third. She ran a 12.55 seconds. Now, for Daniel Williams, she was fifth in this race and she ran a 12.62 seconds. Interestingly, other than Jasmine Camacho Quinn, I don't necessarily think based on performances that we've seen from quite a few of the athletes this season, in terms of times at least, they ran their best race. Now let's zone in on Ackera Nugent and what I thought happened in this particular race. It's kind of funny because I've been talking about it in videos prior to her going on a tear. And for Ackera Nugent, she definitely has to always remember that she needs to bring that fierceness to the start line. And I remember when she was being introduced and I saw her bubbly and giddy, and I thought to myself, oh my gosh, Ackera, where is the fierce, scary Ackera? That's the Ackera that I need to line up against Jasmine Camacho Quinn. But anyway, I was like, all right, let's see how this race is gonna go. And straight off the bat, she gets a good enough start, but I think she veers over to one side, and then she tries to catch her balance, which she does, and then she's making an attempt back at Jasmine Camacho Quinn, and you see her coming on, and then unfortunately she slams into, well, not slams, but she clips another hurdle, and her momentum was gone completely, and with that, no chance to catch Jasmine Camacho Quinn, because Jasmine had very smooth hurdling all the way through. Actually, it's kind of surprising when I look at these times, because her times are literally hitting the same times we've seen her race in most of her competition. 12:37, 12:38, 12:36, like literally that's where she has been clocking in all of these major competitions, and here she does it again at 12.38. So really consistent, and again, a big time performer. And that's what I really want Ackera to leave this race with knowing that, listen, at the end of the day, you still have to line up when it matters most, and get that execution right, bring that fierceness in that moment. I was just watching Jasmine, and the whole time she was hurdling, I could see the fierceness, the determination to make sure that, yes, I stamp my class on this field and show them that I don't care what you're going on with over there, Ackera. I'm going to show you that I'm better than you, because I will win this race. You know what I mean? So that's my view there. I want Ackera to go back to the days when she was in college, and I remember she did this one interview, and her coach said to her, nobody wants you to win, right? So you have to forget this nicey, you know what I mean, and become a gladiator. And that's how she went on to utterly dismantle the collegiate scene. And since she's been pro, she's been nicey, and I'm like, okay, Ackera, forget that nicey and bring that warrior, that one that scared me, that that one time I was like, who's that girl? That's not Ackera Nugent, that must be somebody else, right? So with that being said, a third place, a podium finish. Great, rounding out her season, but yeah, a lot to improve on from a I guess mental perspective, I guess if you want to put it that way, because again, it's a mindset. Winning is a mindset, as well, not just going out and making sure that everything is right with you physically, but yeah, from a mental perspective, she has to make sure that she brings that fierceness all the time, right? But yeah, still happy for her season. Great way to round it out. Sad that she didn't get the diamond win, but that's just how the cookie crumbled for her in this particular race. Now in the men's shot put, we had Rajindra there. Another podium finish for Jamaica in this event where he placed third. He threw a 21.95 meters. Fabri Leonardo from Italy defeated Ryan Krauser with a meeting record, national record, and personal best 22.98 meters. So it literally took his best that he's ever done to take down a Ryan Krauser, because he's literally the dominant figure when it comes to the shot put for the men. Yeah, and Ryan Krauser was second, 22.79 meters. Wasn't enough this time around to take down or take the win. When it comes to Rajindra, a better season, I would say, holistically than every other season. Clearly, he's the Olympic bronze medalist, so that just goes to show you how wonderful of a season he's been having. I'm just hoping that going forward he can have more consistency, right, when it comes to his throws, up in the 22s, consistently up there. You know what I mean? And of course, consistently get better as well when he is competing. So with that said, though, I think it's a lot to look forward to for him next year, especially given the support that he has received in this year and what limited support it was for, and for how far he reached. Definitely, going into 2025, I expect much more support for him. And with that, I'm expecting his mind to be at least a bit more free, so that he can focus on the task at hand. So I'm excited for Rajindra and his future. Now let's jump over to the men's 400-meter hurdles, because this one was very, very, very interesting, because we had a few Jamaicans that stood the possibility of walking away with the Diamond League crown here as well, given the fact that Alison Dos Santos isn't in his 46 typical shape that we know him off, right? His personal best is 46.2, but ever since he ran that 46.6, he hasn't really been close to that. Pretty much mid to high 47s. That's where he's been running. So yeah, there's definitely a possibility for him to go down, and it was looking good. It was looking absolutely good. But Rashawn Clark flipped, I believe, the eighth hurdle and lost momentum completely. And as such, in the race, was not able to challenge the Santos, unfortunately, for that win. I definitely think Rashawn could have walked away with it, but unfortunately, he finished fifth. He ran a 49.08 seconds. The Santos was first, 47.93. Also, we had Malik James King in this race, and he ran a 49.37 for sixth place. So Jamaica finishing fifth and sixth respectively in this race. For Rashawn Clark, I think Malik probably was just tired. You know what I mean? It's been a long season for him. Now he can go back to the drawing board, and figure out how to manage a full season, for 2025. For Rashawn Clark, same problem that I've been thinking about that he's been having. He definitely has to work on his, stride pattern, right? Get that down pat. How much of a strides you're taking to that first, well, not just the first hurdle, but throughout the entire hurdling sequence, those 10 hurdles, like get that down pat, because he, stutter steps a lot. And also, him clipping that hurdle. That's literally the difference between, a win, a defeat, or a defeat, you know what I mean? And in this case, literally, it's what caused him to not win this race, right? He hit that eighth hurdle terribly, and that was it for him. So going forward, I really hope that his coach focuses a lot on ensuring that not just working on Rashawn's speed, because I see them work on his speed a lot in terms of how frequently he focuses on that 400 meters, right? But also the hurdling technique that needs refinement 100%. And I believe once they do that, he'll become a world beater. Absolutely. And he needs to get that down pat if he wants to take down, people like Ray Benjamin and of course Warholm around there. You know what I mean? So with that being said, though, great overall performances are things that I can look forward to for the future. Yeah, in the moment, kind of disappointed, yeah, but it is what it is. But I can see a lot of room for improvement for these athletes for the future, and I'm excited. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What did you think about these events? Like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.